Yeah, hello friends, welcome to this session of Service Cloud. In this, we will see the out-of-the-box offering of Salesforce Service Cloud, which is one of the major offerings Salesforce gives us. If you remember, when we discussed on the initial part of the offerings of Salesforce, Salesforce basically gives us out-of-the-box functionality, as I told you, service, marketing, and sales. So service is one of the most important features of Salesforce, which comes with the license, which comes with out-of-the-box standard objects, workflows, and some functionalities which are inbuilt into it. And there are some configurable processes that you can do within that. So let's look at all of this. So let's look at what are the, basically at the end of this module, you will know what is the capabilities of case management, how to identify and automate case management, what is solution management, when a case needs a solution, how do you work on that, and some amount of community applications and how to use communities, and the capabilities of Salesforce knowledge. So what is a CRM platform? Basically what we are talking about is, in broad definition, a customer relationship management for long lasting interaction between customer and the company. So basically it's about enable you to capture information with surrounding customers and integrate it with the customer related function and data point to improve your own efficiencies and also target future customers. So let's see how this works. So efficient case management and customer relationship increases per customer revenues, greater cross sell and upsell you can do of different products. Your sales cycles can get shortened because you can identify prospects faster. Your call center efficiency goes up. Your sales forecasting is improved because of better data, and repeated customer problems are few. And you can make a correct market decision as much as possible with the accurate updated real-time data or based on interaction with customer. So if you look at this map, when you get a call to start by searching Salesforce, you can review the account. Now you get, when the call center person gets a call, you can review the account, see who else at your company has been working with them. You can use them to capture call notes, create follow-up task if needed. So a customer calls, maybe they're calling you directly, then you need to search Salesforce if the information is available. If you get an insight, you can view all the activity and outstanding follow-up items regarding to that account or customer provides, and you can also save important stuff regarding that person or that customer, update information to everyone who knows where things stand. You can assign tasks. Suppose some issue needs to be closed, then you can assign task in Salesforce, improves collaboration and creates true accountability. And what's working, you get a real-time view of your business, top accounts, open task, activity history, sales trends, so you can focus your energy on the most productive things that you need to do. Similarly, helps you manage customer relationship. This one allows you to do streamline your service support. Like say for example, the process is, case gets locked, it gets routed to the right set of people. You gather the insight, what is the entitlement, does he have a contract, he or she have a contract or entitlement. Find solutions like for previous issues like fixing it. You can use a knowledge base, and then agent closes the stuff. Also customer portal, customers have Salesforce has customer portal where they can access their case history at any point of time, and and then there is a knowledge base for self use, self access. So what does it do? You can respond quickly, improve productivity and increase satisfaction. So you can find out what is the case status, what is the volume, what is the top agents, and what is the level of customer satisfaction. Very important. So key features, Service Cloud helps you provide seamless 24/7 customer support by leveraging different features. You have agent console, unified experience, knowledge base, serve your customer wherever they are, social media, phone, mobile, email, provide community self-care options to customers. You have a live agent also created. Ramp up your agents faster, better with agent collaboration. You can do private messaging using Chatter. So basically it helps you ramps up your agents faster and they'll be able to collaborate better. So some of the main modules are case management, case object, which is out of the box. Salesforce gives you out of the box. Then you have an email to case. What happens is whenever you send an email to a particular email ID, it will automatically create a case from that. Then web to case, you can generate HTML forms on the fly and expose it in your website to create case. Then there are escalation and auto response. Now if somebody creates a case and suppose the SLA is of 2 hours, and if it is still not attended or reaches a particular status, it will get escalated to the manager in the hierarchy. And then auto response is when the user creates a record or a case, he gets an acknowledgement that it has been created. All this can be configured. To find solutions, knowledge can be used. And there is communities. You can create websites and expose the case, and many parts of Salesforce, all parts of Salesforce can be exposed via communities. And then you have a console application where the call center agent can use the mode. It's a console where especially you can configure for the call center agent for quicker access of case details, notes. And then you can interact via track social media, and then you have the live agent setup. So these are the main modules in Salesforce Service Cloud. So out of the box automation that you have is web to case, email to case, assignment rules. So now when a case comes in, you can create a queue. A queue is a group of users, skilled users, and then based on that the case will get assigned to them. Escalation auto response we have already seen. In addition to that, you have the normal workflow and the approval. So the big part is we have web to case, from where you can create cases from the web, email to case. Assignment rules, it will automatically assign the case to an available agent. And escalation rules is it will escalate if the case is not being taken care of. So case object is the at the center of all of this. Customer issues related to product they purchase are usually captured or tracked there. Customers can raise request. When they raise a service request, you're creating a case record. Can inquire about a product, and need not always be a problem. It could be a case about public asking about the new product that you have launched. If you have phone or internet, then you can raise tickets. Typically, most end users will call agents and technical support teams. How do they call routing may be required if there are multiple products and services. If you have a whole range of products, there can be call routing. Technicians and resolve issues by talking to customer, emailing them the solution. Live agent is like, so you can interact live with the customer and work on that. And visiting the customer in person, that is basically a service call to, like, say there is a device issue, so he has to go to the customer agent and the site and close it. Cases will go through different status till final solution is found. So the case process typically like products like laptops, desktops may have specific process with different status. Technically, when you look at it, case process is nothing but a pick list of statuses. Okay, but you have to design it properly as per your service process that you have. Process for typical inquiry may be less. So there are different stages, page layouts. So as I told you, you can use record types and now page layouts for different types of cases. If it's a typical inquiry, it will go through a different type of status. If it is a detailed resolution, it will go through a different set of process. So you can use the record type for each and then configure the pick lists and see that it will go through the following steps. Typical steps are identify, qualify, capture, research, resolve, communicate, and close. So web to case is a tool to create cases from it will help you create an HTML on the fly very fast, and you can expose this to your external system. Up to 5,000 cases can be handled. This is in the web to case. Email to case will allow you to create there are two options from the email to case and on-demand email to. Email to case uses agent that needs to be downloaded if it is installed behind the firewall. On-demand involves to solely use force.com to convert email to cases. So it's your choice. If it is behind the firewall, you have to use email to case and email agent basically. So basically, email to case allows you to use Salesforce and your email system to convert email to cases. So you have to provide routing address and provide a valid working email ID on demand email to case. You can test it with a personal Gmail ID. You will receive an email in your personal ID. Once it's verified, so that's going to be your main email address that you will send. Configure your email system to format message received at this to this email address. You will have a common service email. So all emails will come to that. You have to route it to this. From this, automatically creates a case in SFTC. And once the case comes, it has to be assigned. Case assignment rules helps you to assign cases to different queues depending on criteria like case source, web email, or any other criteria that you have. It is possible to customize the standard rule that comes by default. There is you can have multiple rule entries. You can set the order in which you can select the user or the rule entry will be processed. You can select the user or queue at which it will be assigned, and the email template that needs to be sent. If you have case team set up for particular cases, you can assign it to those teams also. Escalation. Every help desk has a SLA to respond to cases depending on the priority. So if it is not, escalation rules will be basically set on case aging. So email or alerts will be sent to the higher ups in the hierarchy. So basically we have source of cases, which is email, web, phone, or service desk and service centers. Knowledge articles helps us to or associated to case. Now whenever there are any, suppose there are in typical service organizations, if there are any case related, they have lot of knowledge articles related to, say for example, upgrading your OS, or if it is a support for computer or server kind of stuff, then what needs to be done, what needs to be installed. User can edit, create, publish the knowledge articles. Knowledge articles can be versioned, and like there may be a PDF for a particular device, like how to manage it. If it gets upgraded, a new article may come. So basically call center person can search for that case, then search for that knowledge article. Knowledge article is something which is not free. It needs some additional license, that some price needs to be paid for it. Some additional amount will be needed to be paid to get the license. Communities is a way to collaborate with business partners and customers. Typically these people are not regular SFTC, but they want to provide some channel to connect to your organization. They can also drive more sales. There could be inquiries also. So basically you can imagine communities as a website that you expose to your customers, partners. You can have multiple communities exposed in your organization. So communities are part of your org, accessible from browser as well as Salesforce One mobile. Communities need additional licenses for external users to log in. If they are not Salesforce users, then you need to have an additional license. You can make it available to guest users without licenses. So we'll look at communities in more detail in a later session. But you should be aware that this is one of the most important part of Service Cloud. And how to create a community, we'll look at it in more detail. But basically you go to setup, build. We'll look at the demo of each and everything that we have covered in Service Cloud. You have to have a couple of permissions, and then in the communities you need to create a community. And then you have roles, users, new customer user. You need to create a contact from an existing account, manage and enable the partner on, and then it will send you a login credentials, so that user can be created. So there is a links over here which you can use to see more in detail. But anyway, we will cover communities. We'll be setting it up in the demo session. The last is chatter answers. It used to be available. Answers used to be available, but now chatter answer. Now user can post questions in chatter. Chatter answers bring case, questions, answers, knowledge together. So you can create cases from chatter answers. Basically you can use it for post questions and receive answers. Now the advantage here, now we'll be having a detailed session on chatter. So coming back to the Service Cloud part, so first let us look at the case object and the case process.